so it's my birthday. I'm 22. If you'd love to see how I created my birthday look, then please do keep watching. I will be putting pictures up on my Instagram of my outfit, so keep up to date with that if you'd love to see it, and enjoy. I'm starting with my Urban Decay Primer Potion, just over my eyelids, because I get quite oily eyelids, and also this will help the eyeshadow to stay longer. So I want it to stay on all night and not budge, so this is a great product for that. I've got NYX Jumbo Pencil in the shade Cashmere, which is a really lovely like light champagne gold colour, which I'm just going to take under my brow bone. With my finger, I'm just going to blend it out and down, and go over that with MAC's Vanilla Pigment with my 239. Then I've got MAC's eyeshadow Swiss Chocolate on a 217, and I'm just going to take that through the crease and just above it as a transition blending colour. So any kind of browny shade is great for this. This is like a deep, warm brown. Right, now for the main bit, I've got Carbon by MAC, which is black eyeshadow. You can obviously just use any black eyeshadow, and I'm taking that on a 239, and I've just packed it onto one side of the brush, and we're literally just patting it on, just packing it on to create the most intense black that you can achieve. Right, so once that's done, you're just going to go back to your 217 that you had before and just blend out the edges. Now, blending can take a little bit of time, especially when you're using such dark colours like black, because you want it to be equal and even, and it's the worst thing when it shows up in pictures that one side's been blended more than the other and one side is more like intense than the other side. So you have to be really careful when you're using black, and just make sure it's as equal as possible and just blend it really nicely. So spend a little time on it, and practice your blending. When you're using such dark shades, your brush is going to get dirty quickly, and then it makes the blending look a bit rubbish. So go in with a new one, with a clean blending brush. This is my Sigma E25, so really similar to my MAC 217 brush. And if you feel you need to intensify the black just along the lid again, then go ahead and do so, and then just blend. Now it's time for the best bit of the eyes. I'm going to add some glitter, and this is MAC's Reflex Antique Gold Glitter. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see it, but it is gorgeous. Like, it's just the most lovely shade, and I'm going to put this all over the eyelid because it's my birthday, and you can't have a birthday without some glitter. So going back with my 239 that I was using earlier, I'm just going to put some on there. Tap off the excess because it's a pigment at the end of the day, and it's glittery, so it will go everywhere. And you're literally just going to press it on to the eye. So taking it all the way into the inner corner, just over where it's really intense. For eyeliner, I'm going to use L'Oreal's Infallible 16-Hour Retractable Eyeliner. And I'm just going to pull that all the way along. We're going to move on from the eyes now and move on to the skin, and I'm going to start by priming my skin because I want my makeup to last all evening, and as it is my birthday, I am using a very special primer. I got it from Daily Mix Beauty Bootcamp, and it's my Hourglass number 28 primer serum. It is absolutely gorgeous, and this only comes out on special occasions. I feel today is a special occasion, so sorry guys, it's not a budget product, but it's my birthday. Now you don't need a lot of this, just a little bit, which is good because it's so expensive. You don't want to use a lot, you want it to last ages. So a little bit really does go a long way with this product. Then I'm just concealing the problem areas on my skin. I've got MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW30 and NC45 Studio Finish Concealer, which is quite dark, but I am quite tanned at the moment. I'm going to mix the two of these simply because I just don't like the consistency of this on its own on my face. So I'm just going to mix them a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I will conceal these areas. For foundation, I am using a full coverage foundation, which I don't normally use, but as it is my birthday and I want my makeup to last all night, and it's not just an occasion where you just see your friends, it's like, oh hey, I'm seeing a lot of my friends, there's going to be lots of hugs, a lot of sweating because we'll be dancing, it'll be hot in the club, not that I'm a sweaty person, but yeah. So I'm just going to go for a full coverage foundation, and this is Illamasqua's Rich Liquid Foundation on my Sigma flat angled kabuki brush. And this, again, you only need like a really tiny bit because it's such a full coverage foundation that first, number one, it's Illamasqua, so it goes on really nicely, it spreads well, but you don't want to put on as much as you normally would with a normal foundation because it will just look so cakey. So a little bit for this does go a long way. You really want to blend this to avoid cakiness. So I've avoided my eye area, my under eyes, because I will do something else there. And I think that this is just too much of a thick foundation for me to put under my eyes because it will just crease and it will be horrible. You really want to make sure you blend it up into your hairline. For brows, as always, I have my Illamasqua Eyebrow Cake in the shade Thunder. Just on an angled brush, I'm going to take that through the bottom of my brows, as I always do. And down, and then up. And then obviously I don't want my brows to budge, so I've got my Illamasqua Brow and Lash Gel, which I always use. Right, so I like my under eyes to be really highlighted and bright. So I've got my MAC Prep and Prime highlighter pen, and this is in the shade Radiant Rose. Take a little bit down my nose and up onto my forehead. And I'll just blend that out into my face on a MAC 130 dual fibre brush. Then I like to use my Bobbi Brown corrector in the shade Light Peach, just on my finger. I'm going to press that over where I have my dark circles. For concealer, I've got my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Ginger. And I'm just going to plop some of that on there. Just like that. Just where I want it highlighted, because those are the areas that I want to be bright. And this is a shade or two lighter than my actual skin colour. So with a 286 MAC brush, I am just going to blend that out into my skin. Then I'm just going to set that with my Ben Nye Banana Powder. This is one of my favourite products ever. So to finish off the eyes, we're going to take a little angled brush and with the same black eyeshadow on that you have on your lids, and just literally nicely and closely to the lash line, you're just going to press that on. Once that's done, I'm going to go back to the same black eyeliner that I put on above my eyes, and I'm going to take this in the waterline because we don't want any flesh tones showing for a dark smoky eye. I really like this eyeliner pencil simply because I wear contact lenses, and a lot of eye kohls, they like rub off on my lens, and you just get a black film over your contact lens and you can't see anything, and it's just the worst thing ever when you're out and you're just, I can't see. So this pencil has actually saved my life because I can actually go back to wearing black liner with no problem. So if you're a contact lens wearer and you ever have that problem, then try this one. Contour, I've got my Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess powder on my Real Techniques contour brush. I'm just going to brush that in the hollows of my cheeks. For blusher, I've got Illamasqua's Naked Rose blusher on my Real Techniques multitask brush, and this I'm just going to brush over lightly. Then I'm going to highlight with my MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter on a tapered Sigma brush, and just put that on the tops of my cheekbones. For mascara, I've got Maybelline Falsies mascara, which is one of my favourites. It's so good. Okay, so that's basically all the drama on. Now just to finish off with the lips, I've got MAC's Half Red Lip Liner. I'm just smudging it out slightly with my finger. Then I've got MAC's lipstick called Spirit. So guys, that is the finished look. I really hope you like it. It will make my day if you could give this video a thumbs up. Please comment down below, let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. Mwah!